which jurisdiction is the most profitable for my company in terms of paying taxes? Good question.
Any of or all of the jurisdictions, except for Belize, for example. So avoid Belize. In the last 2 years, Belize has imposed taxes to offshore companies based on the profits that the company can show. So avoid Belize. Belize is not a good jurisdiction anymore because in addition to not having secrecy, also is establishing or is creating a tax structure for foreign entities or entities with foreign citizens in that jurisdiction. So avoid Belize. In terms of the rest of the jurisdiction, like Cayman Islands, St. Kitts and Nevis, Bermuda, they all offer a zero tax structure for foreign citizens. So any citizen of any country planning to open a company in of your jurisdiction, in addition to enjoy the secrecy of the company, the secrecy of the information that they have opened the company, they will also enjoy zero taxation. But that only works at the jurisdiction, in the jurisdiction for the company, where the company is open. It does not work in the country of origin of the individual, in the country where the owner of the company is actually living. In that case, any shareholder or any partner of a company opening an offshore jurisdiction will need to check with a tax advisor to see the impact or the consequences of opening a company outside of the country and having foreign income, particularly for jurisdictions like United States and Europe, particularly United States. Same thing with Latin America. Many countries in Latin America, same thing as the US, United States, they require that their citizens report taxes. They report the income worldwide and they pay taxes on the worldwide income and taking a credit in any other country that they pay taxes already to avoid double taxation. So whenever there is a matter of choosing a jurisdiction, what is the most profitable in terms of paying taxes, except for Belize, all of the offshore jurisdictions offer zero taxation. But that does not mean that the profits of the company will be zero tax as well in the country of origin of the owner of the company. And this needs to be verified. Europe, for example, Europe as well. Europe requires that the income of the foreign income that a European citizen has or earned will also need to be reported to the tax authority in the country of the European Union where the owner of the company lives. So this is a requirement that needs to be carefully considered with the objective of complying with tax authorities. In the past, probably a decade ago, the offshore vehicles and offshore entities, offshore companies were used to avoid taxation and hide assets. That is not more the case. In the 21st century, offshore companies are created with the objective of asset protection. It means that the company will not reveal the name of the owner of the company to anyone in any public record, except for Cayman Islands, Belize, and Panama. And that will protect the owner of the company from frivolous lawsuits. And there are in developed countries, there are many instances where doctors, sports players, or sport professionals, they are people look at them with the objective of profit from their fortunes and bring what is called frivolous lawsuits that we'll give these people who win the lawsuit, we'll give them an easy money. Many times, professionals, doctors, architects, sport players, professional sport players, they look for protect their assets by opening these offshore entities. But whenever that happens, regardless of the country that these professionals are from, they need to check with the tax advisor that is knowledgeable about offshore entities to measure the impact and how they're going to plan to incorporate these offshore strategies into the picture of tax plan.